Thank you, Tony. I really appreciate you all being here. You know, when we started AEW 3 years ago, it was out in that parking lot. And 17 years before that, another wrestling company started. A wrestling company known as ROH. Today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor.
On March 22nd, 2022, Tony Khan, president and owner of All Elite Wrestling, announced that he had purchased Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor was one of the most notable promotions in the 2000s and the 2010s, producing some of the best wrestlers of this generation. This was a landmark moment in professional wrestling as two of the major wrestling promotions today are under the same ownership. The questions immediately began: what will Tony Khan do with the Ring of Honor? Will it just be absorbed into AEW? Will he continue to run it as a separate promotion? Will it become a developmental brand for AEW? Tony Khan answered those questions, stating that Ring of Honor will be its own brand and stand on its own feet. That's great news for everyone, Ring of Honor fans and wrestling fans in general. Now the question is, what do you do with the Ring of Honor going forward? And here's my answer. To start, Ring of Honor should be a developmental brand for AEW. I know some Ring of Honor fans are shaking their heads, but this isn't a bad thing. Now, you don't call it a developmental brand, that's essentially what it is. And that's kind of what Ring of Honor has always been. A place for wrestlers to learn and develop their skills before eventually moving on to bigger promotions, whether it be WWE, TNA, or more recently, NXT. Now that we've answered the question of what Ring of Honor will be, we move to the where and when. Tony Khan has mentioned in a statement how he would love to get Ring of Honor weekly TV or a streaming series. I would start with the streaming option, and the most obvious is HBO Max because of AEW's relationship with Warner Media. This is my ideal landing spot for ROH. Now, if we're talking about a weekly television series, that's a little bit different. I don't think Tony Khan will be able to land ROH a deal with TNT or TBS like he did with Rampage or Dynamite. However, with the Warner Media Discovery merger, there is a network under the Discovery umbrella that has featured wrestling content in the past, including Ring of Honor, that may be looking to reinvest in wrestling. That network is Destination America. Those are my two choices: HBO Max streaming deal or a weekly television deal on Destination America to air Ring of Honor. As for the win, Thursday night, 7 p.m. It doesn't conflict with any other AEW programming, and I would make it a 1-hour show. Now, the most important part, the who. Who will make up the Ring of Honor roster? Tony Khan has stated that the Ring of Honor roster will be a mixture of ROH, unsigned talent, and AEW talent. These are the parameters that I will use when building this Ring of Honor roster. Tony Khan used the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor show to get the ROH Championships on talent he wanted. That includes the Ring of Honor World Champion Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor Television Champion Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions FTR, and the Ring of Honor Women's Champion Mercedes Martinez. These champions will remain intact. The first division I will focus on will be the Ring of Honor Tag Team Division. The teams that I would keep from Ring of Honor or sign from the Indies would be Biff Busick and Martin Stone, the former Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan from NXT, Jasper Khan and Toya Leon, a tag team revealed to be a part of Tully Blanchard's Enterprises and managed by Tully Blanchard himself. The third team would be the Briscoes. I know the Briscoes had some controversy with the Warner Media exec not wanting them due to past comments. However, I'm hoping there will be an agreement made because the Briscoes are one of the best tag teams in the world and are Ring of Honor legends. The teams that I would use currently signed to AEW are Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson, Private Party, and the Varsity Blondes. These teams are stuck in a certain spot in AEW with no real upward movement in sight. I think a move to the Ring of Honor brand could be good for each team and each individual as well. Now, let's focus on the women. Here are the women that I would bring back from Ring of Honor or pick up from the indies. Janai Kai, who's appeared on AEW programming and Thunder Rosa's Mission Pro Wrestling promotion. Maddie Rinkowski, who regularly appears on Dark and Elevation. Queen Aminata, who has also appeared on Dark and Elevation. Miranda Elise, an ROH original who's also appeared on Dark and Elevation. Session Moth Martina, an ROH original who's also appeared on Elevation. Sky Blue, who regularly appears on AEW programming. Trish Adora, an ROH original that has appeared on Dark and Elevation. And finally, Willow Nightingale, an ROH original and has been appearing on AEW programming. I think each of these women have appeared in AEW in some capacity, so they have a relationship with Tony Khan already. I can see big things from someone like Janai Kai and Willow Nightingale. The AEW women that I would move to the ROH brand are Anna Jay, AQA, Diamante, and Penelope Ford. These are women I believe have potential, but they need more spotlight and opportunity. Anna Jay has been pushed to the side after the focus was taken off of the Dark Order and Ty Conti's recent heel turn. This will give her an opportunity to branch out on her own. AQA is an AEW prospect that could benefit from working with the new promotion. Finally, we've reached the men's singles division. Let's start with who I would bring back from ROH and who I would sign from the indies. Alex Zane, an ROH original. Bandito, an ROH original. Blake Christian, an ROH original. Cheeseburger, an ROH original that has appeared on Dark and Elevation. Dalton Castle, an ROH original that has appeared on AEW programming. Eli Isom, an ROH original. Joe Hendry, an ROH original. Josh Woods, an ROH original that has appeared on Dark and Elevation. Rhett Titus, an ROH original. And Timothy Thatcher, an indie wrestler that was recently released from NXT. Many of these men were used on the Supercard of Honor or have appeared on AEW programming, except for Timothy Thatcher. I can see Dalton Castle being a breakout with this new ROH brand. Thatcher has an audience for his style and could be a star if built properly in the brand. As far as men I would bring from the AEW roster, they are Brian Cage, Colt Cabana, Jay Lethal, Kip Sabian, Lee Moriarty, and Tony Nese. I'm convinced Brian Cage will be the ROH World Champion sooner rather than later. The guy I have my eye on is Kip Sabian, the Fallen Pillar. He could be an MJF type on this new ROH brand. A lot of talented guys such as Lee Moriarty and Tony Nese could use the change of scenery to break out. And that's how I would rebrand ROH. How would you rebrand ROH? Comment down below your thoughts and suggestions. Don't forget to like your video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.